really complex, but I think a lot of people, they start out rejects to begin with. It's like maybe they don't have the social skills, it's like maybe they're not so pretty, maybe they're not so smart. And I remember when I first hit the streets, this young guy, he was 32, he was in the Navy, you know, very dynamic, but he was like laughing at the people in the food line. And he's like, why don't they just get jobs? And I pointed out to him at one guy who has pock marks on his face and was missing some teeth and was not real smart, but he was a nice guy. And I said, would you give him a job? And he laughed at me. He says, oh, you got a point.
So I found a spot today that I can kind of clean up a little bit and kind of, you know, get the leaves and the rocks out so I can lay here. But I kind of found a spot where, you know, I can camp out for the day. So sometimes, you know, it's real hard being homeless. Sometimes you got to squat. Like this place right here is it's in Hollywood, so it's kind of in between like a building that's for rent and kind of like this fencing area is kind of can hide me and consolidate me, so that way I won't get arrested, because a lot of the times when, you know, it's getting toward the nighttime, you have to camp out on the streets or in a park, but then the police come and then they arrest you. Homeless log, February 22nd, 2009. Well, I've been meeting all these people and interviewing all these different homeless individuals on the streets, and I'm just tired of being out here on the streets. I want to go into a shelter. I've been hearing about all these different kind of shelters, and I'm just tired of it. I've been out here for a long time, and it seems like it's not getting better. I mean, being homeless is kind of hard for me. It's kind of hard for anybody, but all I need is to get into a shelter. Like, that's all I want, is to get into a shelter, and hopefully I can get accepted. I've been trying, but I haven't been able to get into any shelters, so I don't know. I'm still contemplating. I'm thinking about maybe staying on the couch with a friend or something for a little while, just to get out of the streets, because I don't know if I want to go into a shelter, but I think right now anything's better than being out here in the streets in Los Angeles.
Being homeless, one of the main things is you're broke down there all the time unless you're selling cans, but all of us don't push cans and push baskets because we're homeless. If you're living from house to house, friend to friend, family to family, and you ain't in a stable foundation of your own, you basically consider homeless.
I started off being homeless for 4 years in a town called Victorville. I ended up coming down here to Los Angeles, living homeless in downtown Los Angeles, Boyle Heights, South Central, Pasadena. Finally ended up hearing about PATH, and I figured if I'm going to do something right, I might as well get into a program and get on my feet right. And so far they've done everything they could to get me up on my feet.
Well, what we do, we allow them to go to Pathfinders, which is downstairs. They can brush up on their computer skills. They can look for jobs down there as well. They can try to transition to make themselves look better. We have a clothes, a donation closet, so they can fix themselves up. And if you look better on the outside, it makes you feel better on the inside, and you can be more productive.